Hey all, welcome back to Grand Mountain Adventure Wonderlands. I'm Insetic. With me on this set is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Turo.
Hi.
And Zindictive.
What's up, lads?
And we're headed to Ben Ailig in Scotland. Once again, the original version of this game finished with the previous level, Paso Groya, and so then later on at some point they added a map pack of 3 more levels, so this is the first of those.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice, and we're gonna see some grass.
Maybe.
We finally get to touch grass.
Oh my god.
I mean, you haven't touched grass in this game, have you?
I mean, do you want to touch grass in this game? I feel like this is
Do you
one
want
of
to
the
touch
few
grass
games
at
where you
all?
don't want to touch grass.
Yeah, but I mean...
I don't want to touch grass at all, ever.
You know,
touch
the
grass.
assumption is always that touching grass is a good thing that
Yeah.
somebody needs to go and do. But what if it's not a good thing? What if it's detrimental to what they're
Yeah,
trying
what if
to
it's
do?
evil grass?
I have
Yeah.
hay fever, so I mean... Yeah, I guess.
As
Yeah.
soon as you touch the grass, you die.
Yeah. What if it's what if by grass
It makes
they
my
mean
skin
weed?
itchy.
Huh?
Whoa.
Then
yeah.
then it's evil for see, there's the
It's not
evil
just
devil
that
that's
grass.
lettuce.
It's that lettuce, that cabbage, and that broccoli.
Yeah.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It's that entire salad.
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit of chicken in
swindler.
there, some bacon bits.
The
shredded
grass is the
cheese.
swindler all
Never
along.
swindle a swindler.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you like how I punched out a bunch of people and then just like a deer?
Yeah, well
Yeah.
that's what you mean when you say never swindle a swindler. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just beat the shit out
Hunted
of
that
him.
fool down.
I need my
Yeah.
speed boost, bitch.
It is very funny to me that this very quaint, peaceful game actively encourages you to fucking maul people.
Beat the shit out of people. Yeah, that's
Just
Yeah.
absolutely destroy people down to the ground.
And they don't get up.
yeah.
they
no,
don't.
You kill them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they
They
fall
did.
asleep, but you're
Oh, you're
knock
knocking
them
them unconscious. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a video game. Well, it is a video.
Yeah. My life is like a video game.
Yeah.
They want
Trying
to
hard
keep
to
it
beat the
peaceful.
stage.
That's why they make it look like it's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
My
Fishes.
boots feel like rocks when I walk in this snow.
Is that a quote from something?
Yeah, that was what the guy was just saying there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole kind of aesthetic of this is that it's not, fully covered.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know the skiing or even, the winter situation in Scotland. I mean, a lot of European countries are actually pretty far up north. I looked it up, and, the U.S.-Canadian parallel, the 49th or 48th latitude
48th.
or whatever, more European countries than you think are entirely above that.
Yeah.
The UK
Yeah.
is entirely above that. So think they're having Canadian winters, or something like that. Or they would if they weren't next to a bunch of water. But anyway, I'm getting way off topic.
Oh, here we go.
I have a question about the game.
So let's talk about how you just fucking died.
That wasn't
You're
going to be
dead.
my question. I was going to ask a real quick question. Do the patches of dirt / grass actually slow you down at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Do they get you high?
So you have to avoid them in certain races.
Okay. Does it slow you down or just kill your speed?
Kill your speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So you gotta
just supposed
jump
to
over
avoid.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was a hell of a rail. That was a
Yeah, that was
That was
pretty
beautiful.
impressive. I'm
grind for the ages.
I'm kind of intimidated by your skill. Actually, I did
Yeah.
not know you could do that. That's
You're really getting fucking ripped here.
I mean, you guys saw that. You guys saw that rail grind. That's why Connor is has got the high score. He's the top of the charts on Grinder.
Right. Yeah.
He's got the high score.
I got the highest score on Grinder. Yeah.
He's got the high score on Grinder.
I'm the grinder of the month after month,
Month after month,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "God damn it! I want to be Grinder of the month."
skateboarder who is really
Month after
shocked.
month
but
after
all-
month every year.
Oh, and Zindictive, I heard you try to prompt it, but I already said my catchphrase
Yeah.
in an earlier video.
Can't
Unfortunately.
can't do it again.
You can only say it once
Right.
Yeah.
per series. Why is that one flashing? Oh, I guess never mind. Oh,
Well,
hit your
I'm not the
face on a
best
tree and
ringer.
fall.
Someone else is ringer of the month.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, this is the photo shoot 3 of this level.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a serious thing. I've never pointed it out, but just to get everything out of the way, if I'm like doing something and the camera is following me completely, like it's never just doing like the panning thing, it's literally always behind me, that's because I'm holding like the camera realigned to your back button down.
Oh,
Which is like left bumper on controller.
Well, you know,
I
place
did not
each
know
their
that.
own.
Yeah, it's good when you need to
Whoa.
like, you know, do a lot of turns really quickly.
that's the
Holy
Grinder King
shit.
right there. That was the Grinder King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm... Could you teach me how to grind like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe after you teach me how to Dougie?
Wow.
You know, some dudes think it's, you know, it's the best they can do to just 50-50 on someone, but like, I mean, come on, there's so
Did you
many
say on
other-
someone?
I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about Grinder, right?
Yeah, the snowboarding app,
Yeah.
Yeah, the snowboarding app.
right?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Did I?
No, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
I mean, I
Alright.
ran into a dude just like in this game to get a speed boost, and
Yes.
I
Yeah.
board slid on top of them.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
thought we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways,
What did
we're
you
grinding
think?
on this dude.
No,
Yeah. So
I,
you were grinding on the dude.
You got
right. Grinding on the dude, and like I did a sick feeble, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was anything but feeble.
Did you
That
just
was a
think-
feeble attempt right there.
That was sad. That was.
Wow.
Bubble trouble.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
That's
oh,
slow
that's
drown.
not frozen.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
just water.
We
How
skiing
far
on
did
water.
you get in this game?
Not this far.
Yeah. Well,
Slow
I think I made it.
poke.
Yeah.
It's almost, you know, it's almost like there should be a YouTube guide.
Oh yeah. That
to
shows you how to
show
play
you
most of this game.
How to do challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How to
only
do
like
about
specific
80%,
ones,
yeah.
not like I'm tackling anything in any order.
About 47% of the game.
right.
well, you're
this
not
kind of
tackling.
is like a 47% playthrough.
You're not tackling anyone in any particular order, but you are tackling some people.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he's not tagging. He's just slapping them in the face.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, what is
That's
the
it?
legal definition of tackling?
you know, I bet there is some kind of. I mean, well, maybe not a legal definition.
I mean, a successful tackle would probably be dragging someone to the ground in some capacity.
Let me see.
Right.
But then,
While-
of course, there's a difference
whilst
of yeah.
taking yourself off your feet as well as the person you are initiating the action towards.
Maybe.
Interesting.
I mean,
Technically, I'm off my feet. I'm on skis or a snowboard.
Exactly.
yeah. You know what? Sure, we'll give it to you.
Tackle.
Spirit of the word.
Make
Yeah.
determined efforts to deal with. Okay, that's not what we're talking
Okay,
about.
well, I'm not very
American
determined.
football rugby. Stop the forward progress of the ball carrier by seizing them and knocking them to the ground.
So
Does it? Wait, sorry, but how come we're not seeing? Like, you can tackle people outside of the context of a sport. I
yes.
thought. But the next
it's impossible.
definition is for soccer.
Yeah.
Try to take the ball from an opponent by
Yeah,
intercepting.
no,
them.
tackling in soccer, I mean, you're not allowed to use your arms in soccer. Well, you...
Again, but my
Not
point
like
is
that.
that, like, I would have thought that I wouldn't have even thought the word tackle's primary verb definition would be make determined efforts to deal with a problem or difficult task. I would have thought it would be
The literal
physical
action.
act of like hitting
That sounds like
somebody
a metaphorical
with
interpretation.
your shoulders.
You were thinking
Seizing and
you were
stopping.
hoping that there was a non-sport version of it, like a
Yeah,
much
like-
more general version.
Yeah, like the noun version of tackle, it says for American football, an act of seizing and stopping a player in possession of the ball by knocking them to the ground. If you just remove a player in possession of the ball and just make it a person,
An
That's
act
just-
of seizing a person and stopping them from
yeah, by
making-
knocking them to the ground, right? That's I would say a tackle, right? I would
Yeah,
have
but
thought
it
that
only
would be.
counts if their knees touch the ground.
whatever.
Well, I'm just confused. I mean, I'm just confused why that's not the primary definition of tackle.
It's football, mate.
So
It's
what
just
I've learned is
football.
that legally I can assault people as long as their knees don't touch the ground. Awesome.
Sure.
I will be using that in real life.
The first definition is the noun tackle, the equipment required for a task or sport, as in a fishing tackle.
Oh, well, I mean, fishing is life. I'm wishing I was
Yeah.
Uh,
fishing right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they added it to Destiny.
Yeah.
Born on a mountain, raised by a lake.
You were raised by a lake?
Yeah.
Not even the lady of the lake, but the lake itself raised you?
No, I was raised by, as in, like,
Yeah,
raised
you were raised by a lake. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were raised
Yeah,
by a
raised
lake.
in a place along
That water
the
taught
entire
me some
lake
hard
raised you.
lessons.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I've never heard of anybody being raised by a lake before, but that's cool, I guess.
Pretty neat.
I mean, did you ever read the book Hatchet?
I
No.
wish I hadn't.
The lake was basically that kid's step-parent, you know?
That book was so fucking boring. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that book was, so
was that
boring.
Gary Paulson?
I
wrote-
don't know.
No, it was Gary Lawson.
Oh.
It
No.
was it was Gary Larson, the
was-
Far Side guy.
Gary Beersey.
That's probably who I meant.
Yeah.
Hatchet book. Yeah, that one's Gary Paulson.
Huh.
Yeah, we're Gary
remember he
Lawson,
wrote,
the
like, a-
audience.
We had a lot of his books in my 5th grade class, so...
And they were all Hatchet spin-offs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hatchet 2.
Can
The
you
Hatchet.
imagine,
There are 4 sequels to Hatchet.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
he released Hatchet, and then, like, I don't know, it blew up by, teachers and 5th grade kids everywhere, so he's like, this is my money train, baby.
Yeah, this is my...
That
great-
motherfucker
Money
Brian, or
train.
whatever his name is
His
gonna
name was Brian.
keep going back to... Dude, he was
Yeah.
basically like
I'm-
Man vs. Wild
Yo,
before...
I'm losing my mind reading the Wikipedia page for the second book in the saga, because after Hatchet comes The River, also known as The Return and Hatchet: The Return, a 1991 young adult novel by Gary Paulson. It is the second installment in the Hatchet series, although Brian's Winter in 1996 kicks off an alternative trilogy of sequels to Hatchet that disregard The River from canon. He
Yeah,
has a branching timeline?
You ever fuck up that bad when you're writing a story?
it probably was like The River was not enough Hatchet-like, and people were like, no, we want more Hatchet, so it was
I mean,
like...
it was
Yeah.
alternatively titled Hatchet: The Return, which is a preposterous title.
Imagine being a kid who, you get like an alternate universe branching path in front of you, where in one of them, you get trapped in the wilderness and have to survive in one way, and in the other universe, you get trapped in the wilderness and have to survive in a different way.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, no shit. Apparently, at the end of Hatchet, he gets rescued, and then I'm looking now at Brian's Winter, the alternate timeline sequel of Hatchet. Paulson says that many readers wrote to him complaining about the Deus Ex Machina ending. In response, Paulson wrote Brian's Winter, which explores what would have happened if Brian had not activated the transmitter.
So he
The
made a
emergency
what-if
transmitter.
story for the fans.
Yeah, and then he made 2 sequels to the What If.
Many people wrote me complaining about how they wanted to see Brian have to survive another summer. So
I wish-
I just
I want to
continued.
be. I wish people had also complained after Brian's Winter that Gary Paulson wouldn't write a story about Brian just back at home, not having to survive at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian returns to school.
Yeah, he just goes back to school, and it's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's like, what was that fucking joke from The Story of Alvin and Brittany, where Alvin becomes a New York firefighter during 9/11, Simon goes to war, and then Theodore's just a lawyer.
Until the Theodore part, that none of that was
yeah.
a joke.
Yeah, that
But yeah,
just-
the joke was that Theodore was so unimportant that he probably just did something like boring and not heroic, like go to college.
He
I'm now-
becomes his own Theodore.
I said it earlier that I was losing my mind reading the Wikipedia page. Now I'm losing my mind even further. So after Brian's Winter, Brian's Return is... This is the plot summary on Wikipedia. It's very short. Brian is having trouble fitting in with urban society and is sent to see a psychologist, a blind ex-police officer named Caleb. Caleb recognizes that Brian's home is the wilderness. At Caleb's suggestion, Brian returns to the Canadian wilderness, knowing that is where his heart truly is.
What? Dude got Stockholm syndromed by the
Nature.
fucking Canadian...
By the Hatchet.
Fucking nature.
It's like fucking Doom Guy having hell PTSD, and by the
Yeah.
end of 64, he's just like, I cannot go home. I have to live in hell now.
And I'm looking at the final sequel, Brian's Hunt. There's a plot summary that's a little longer. I just skimmed to the very end. He later realizes that he's walking in a circle. Soon the hunter becomes the hunted. The bear is actually following Brian. The next day, instead of moving on, he waits for the bear. After a hard-fought battle with the bear, Brian is triumphant.
So he beat the shit out of
At
a
this
bear.
point, he's 16 years old in this novel, and he hunts a bear. That's fucking crazy.
That's metal.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
metal
he does
as hell.
belong in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I gotta go back and reread Hatchet.
Maybe
So?
we
Do
need
you-
we need like more spin-off books where like Brian and character of the week have to survive.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Serialized.
And we can have excellent crossovers.
a
Yeah.
syndicated Hatchet TV show.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Have they ever tried to make Hatchet a movie? I mean, they made
Yes.
Call of the Wild a movie.
I believe they did make Hatchet a movie.
Because that third book sounded like some Oscar script kind of shit with the blind
yeah.
ex-police officer. Like, what?
Yeah.
See, A Cry in the Wild is the name of the, oh my god, no way. A Cry in the Wild is the name of the movie version, and then it spawned 3 sequels. White Wolves, A Cry in the Wild 2, White Wolves 2, Legend of the
no.
Wild, and White Wolves 3, Cry of the White Wolf.
Legend of the Wild 2, White Wolves 3, Dark Forces 2, Jedi
I
Academy.
was expecting the fucking 4th film to be called The Third Fire
Yeah.
Wild
I
one.
love how
oh my
Hatchet would not have been popular enough a title, so they had to rip off Call of the Wild.
Yeah. A Cry in the Wild. And then they thought, this is not gonna sell if we keep it as that. So then the sequel was White Wolves, A Cry in the Wild 2. So it is still a sequel to A Cry in the Wild, but now we've started a new series called White Wolves, because the next one is White Wolves 2,
Right.
Legend of the Wild.
Right.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of back in the day when the Modern Warfare originally released. It was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out and people used to make goofs. Well, people my age used to make goofs about, like, is it Modern Warfare 2? Is it Call of Duty 9? What is the numbering system anymore?
What were they thinking?
Yeah, that's not the... I yearn for those times once again.
What the
Yeah.
fuck even is a title?
And then people would just like complain about like any non-serialized series release, like people complaining that SSX 2012 was an SSX 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah, good times.
I
Yeah.
mean, just giving the new
Yeah.
version of your game the same title as the old version is still a thing. I mean, we're dealing with the second Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
We're dealing
Yeah.
with our new Skate game, which is the same name as Skate
Which is just
1.
Skate. Yeah, that's true.
I can't wait for them to make a sequel to the new Skate game and call it Skate 1.
Yes.
Right? Like Skate and then the number 1 just to really fuck it up.
Much like what an
yes.
Xbox
And then
did.
the next game is going to
Exactly.
be Skate the First.
Uh-huh.
And then the next game after that, because it is still part of a series, is going to be called Skate, but the E is a 3. And so you're really confused.
Yeah.
You know, we want to talk about Deus Ex Machina's. I actually have something going back a little to... I never read Hatchet, but I read a book that was trying to be
Sorry,
like
wait,
Hatchet.
hold on. I have to pause you before you continue. You never read Hatchet? We were in the same 4th grade class where we had to read Hatchet.
Okay, I guess I blocked out all memories of Hatchet then.
Okay.
But,
Great. Just clarifying.
okay,
He was
so
sick
people...
that year.
I was there.
I read a similar book in middle school where, again, some kids got stuck in the wilderness and had to survive, and I don't remember the title of it, blah, blah. Maybe when I say what happened, someone can remember
Yeah.
in the comment section, but I remember, like, near the end of the book, a helicopter finds them and comes down and can only take one of them. I think one of them is like really injured or sick or something. It's like a boy and a girl. So the girl gets in the helicopter takes off, the boy's watching as the helicopter then crashes. Like something goes wrong and it crashes and both of them die, like the pilot and the girl. And then it continues to like follow the boy for a while. And I cried my fucking eyes out.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, that's fucking horrible.
Like y'all talk about Bridge to Terabithia, but whatever this book was named, that was a plot twist. And maybe someone remembers.
You know what would be a real plot? Like, the thing about a plot twist in a book is that if you think the book is coming to an end and you look at the number of pages you have left and there's still more novel to go, it's not really a plot twist as much as... But I wish there were a way we could hide more pages or something, right? Like, at the very end, it's like, now scan this QR code to read the end. And you're like, what the fuck?
Or like the
last
Kindle
30
version
pages? Yeah,
only
right?
has like 300 pages, and then
once you get to page 299... You look
like,
at the page count, yeah.
There's actually 100 pages left, but you had to like get here.
You had to get here to see that there were 100 pages.
We will invent myhouse.wad, but for books.
Yeah, for books. Yes.
Yeah.
Hidden pages. I mean, I feel like hidden pages would be a cool feature, just generally.
And then, of course, you would have to name the book Hidden Pages, which doesn't at first seem to be like an oblique reference to the fact that the book is laid out this way, and then you figure out it is.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should do that. I think you should name the book something completely unrelated to really not give anybody a sense that anything is coming. The problem is, of course, that as soon as the book is released, this will be the one thing anybody talks about the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And then, you know, it turns out the book doesn't actually end where it says it ends. It ends much further, you know?
And then I guess the way you quote-unquote work around that is by having that be, like, thematically relevant as if it's saying something, and not have the point of your book, I guess, be completely different.
I think you're trying too hard. I think this is just a cool-ass twist.
Yeah, you're thinking too hard.
Cool
You gotta
twist?
think cool.
That the book doesn't end when you think it ends, and so...
But, I mean, mechanically, how does it work? We have to figure that out, otherwise, I mean, we're talking about a...
Yeah.
Right?
We just have a leap of faith.
Yodeli who? Okay.
Yodely he who.
Well, yeah, but that's... Oh. Okay.
See? It's your cliffhanger.
Yeah, there is the cliffhanger.
I've got it. The font gets smaller the further you get to it.
Oh! The font gets smaller. That's good. Oh, I like that. The font gets smaller.
That's great. Oh.
Like, at first it even maybe looks like it's like a young adult book that in like size.
Yeah,
14.
kind of like slightly larger, but the spacing
Yeah.
between the lines gets a little bit tighter, and then eventually the font... You're like, there's no fucking way that... It feels like there's more text on this page, and then you like go back to page 1, and you go to page like 200, and you're like, okay, there's definitely a difference.
Holy
here.
shit.
What the fuck?
Yep.
You are going
Damn.
upwards.
Well, I'm a boing trickster.
Boing,
He's
baby.
boining.
Oh,
Boing,
shit!
Nice.
I'm looking at those big red skis, and I keep looking at them and thinking they're clown shoes.
Yep.
Whoa.
It'd be cool
You're
to have clown shoes
you're a
that work
snow
as skis.
clown.
A snow clown, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking snow clown.
That's the, in Ski Free 2, that's gonna be the monster. It's gonna be a snow clown.
A snow clown is the monster?
That's gonna
I
be
thought you were
the
gonna say you
twist.
could play as a snow clown.
No.
Or like
No,
maybe
the-
a snow clown would be what you would call someone who does a lot of crazy tricks, and you're like, oh, you snow clown, like it's a term of endearment. But you're saying it's the monster.
Yeah, like
That's
the
the
monster in
twist.
Ski Free.
I know about the monster in Ski Free. I'm just surprised that Snow Clown, I mean, that
We
really
gotta
changes it
latch
for
on.
me. I'm trying to rehabilitate the image of clowns here.
No, we
I'm
gotta
not.
dehabilitate the image of clowns.
Yeah, I'm
we gotta
trying to
latch
say
on
already
to
debilitated.
America's fear of clowns.
You're told that you can play as the clown, but in reality, you fight against the clown.
Well, that would just be false advertising, unless it's like...
Unless it's like your character thinks he's the clown until like a real clown shows
Yeah,
up.
like an inverse
Yeah.
FEAR.
Yeah.
You think you are the killer, and then you find out you're not.
You're not.
You were the clown all along.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clown down, baby.
That would be a weird twist. You think you're playing as the bad guy the whole time, and then it's actually someone else who is doing all the bad things you were doing.
Now, my question is, is it that they were doing the things you thought you were doing, or is it that you're, like, there's an even bigger, badder dude who shows up?
I think it might just be you're.
That would probably just make you an
going
anti-hero.
nuts.
That just makes you an anti-hero in the end.
Or
yeah.
just like the backstory that makes you a evil bad guy was not as... Because that's just like the good ending to some games, like The Suffering.
Yeah.
Did you just
Or
throw
you
this guy
didn't actually
sourdough?
kill your family.
And I mean, there are games that do the opposite, right? Where, like, you're the good guy and you're going through doing all the good guy shit, and then you find out that your character was actually the bad guy all along or whatever.
Yeah,
Right,
like FEAR, where you're like hunting
I mean,
down...
he's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. Fear Point Man is not the bad guy.
Yeah.
He just
I
happens
thought
to be related to people.
Oh, he's his brother. Okay.
Yeah, he's Paxton
forgot.
Fettle's brother
Okay.
and Alma's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Fathrir is a fun game if you can get a good co-op partner.
Yep.
Nice.
Really, you're kind
I
of more so
Never
picking
did.
up
I just
Condemned.
watched a Let's Play a long time ago.
Yeah, I just watched Civi play it.
Yeah.
He played the original, not
Yeah.
the third
For 3.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fathrir is...
He played
is-
Fear, not Fathrir.
Yeah.
I just gotta get back to that fucking DLC shit eventually.
Well,
Just not gonna do that one?
I gave up on it.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. Fuck that challenge.
Fuck it. I'm not trying to do like 100% or whatever. This is a 47%.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what? This is a
47%.
walkthrough where they tell you which challenges not to do.
Yeah, this is not a run-through. This is a walkthrough.
This is the
You're-
aesthetic through.
Right.
Yeah.
Aesthetic percent. Aesthetic
Yeah.
percent is however much he's willing to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Great.
Honestly, this is the most aesthetic percent I think I've ever done a game in.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, because it's... Again, I discussed this, I think, in the last video I was in, like, a month ago. But, like, it's very much a game where, like, you have 70 challenges to do per level, or 70 medals to get, and you really only have to get 15 to move on to the next one. So it's like, yeah, just do whatever you want.
I'm really thinking of that previous concept. Like, there has to be a piece of media out there where you follow, who you think is the bad guy or so, and they're doing bad things, but then they are kind of the good guy, maybe because they're, like Turo said, maybe because there is a worse bad guy. And, like, come on, there has to be something like that. That's not
Maybe-
so wild of a concept. I mean,
Maybe Cry of
because, yeah,
Fear?
you like shit where you follow like someone who's technically a good guy,
Well-
but they're a raging asshole and the anti-hero thing. I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'll say this. That is the way. That's what happens in.
Oh yeah, real quick, this is the biggest drop in the game.
Jesus.
Does he survive?
Downhill Void is right.
Oh, head first.
I've seen
That's
someone.
unfortunate. The landing was unfortunate. If you had just fallen forever,
game just
it
throws
would have
you
been
back
fine.
in.
I've seen someone do like 10 backflips and land and survive.
Wow.
Not in real life.
That's crazy.
Well, real quick, going back to your idea about your thought about a game where you start off as the bad guy and then there's an even bigger bad guy. That's what Sonic Adventure 2 does, right? Like there's a hero story, but there's also the dark story where you play as Eggman doing his evil plot, and then when you beat both of those stories, the last story turns out there's like a dude who wants to destroy Earth, and Eggman's like, okay, I can't take over Earth if it's gone, so I better work with Sonic on this one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
But I'm sure there is a better example of one where you don't, like where you just play as the bad guy until it's just. Oh well, you know what? Actually, is that Force Unleashed? Star Wars Force Unleashed? I mean, he becomes the good guy by the end of that game.
You get to
Right?
choose.
But like you get to choose one choice at the very end of the game. But I mean, like you're a Sith working for Vader. Halfway through the game, they kill you, and then you wake up, and it's like, okay, now you gotta go fight the Emperor, and you help start the rebel.
Yeah, I
alliance.
guess it's like, how much do you get redeemed? You know, because in stories where you are the good guy until it turns out you've been the, bad guy or whatever, then usually it's like a, tragic having to put you down, tragic death or whatever to stop this.
Game that comes to mind is Heavy Rain,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you,
Okay,
you play as
well then-
5 or so,
So,
people,
like-
and then
Then I
Reversing that.
once again I call on the Sonic the Hedgehog series and instead go to Shadow the Hedgehog. Sure, in some playthroughs of that he is the anti-hero, but sometimes he just wants to conquer the Earth, depending on which choices you make.
Yeah.
Just kind of a dick.
Yeah,
yeah, well, a bitch.
yeah. This
Fuck
is who
Shadow
he
the
is.
And then,
Hedgehog.
and then Black Doom is all like, "Give me your balls, Shadow."
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what he says. That's
That's
canon.
That's the thing that people don't remember. He said "damn" a lot, and then they mentioned balls a lot in the game.
I don't think
crush my balls, Shadow.
I cook with a rock you must crush.
Yeah, basically.
I just want to do more of my Black Doom impersonation.
Well,
I haven't gotten to do so since A Reason for Insanity.
yeah, it's been a while.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Return to form. I guess this game doesn't really count, but I guess Thief 1? Where, like-
for sure, I thought for sure you were talking about this game, and I was
No.
like, I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have a villain.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I keep
You're the
not
villain of the
opening
sky.
up the lore tab, but there's some crazy
Yeah.
lore.
Oh my gosh!
This is like on an alternate universe Earth, which is why all, like, it's in real countries, but fake mountains and fake places.
Yeah.
That's real, by the way.
Very. Canon.
It's,
Look it up.
it's not
folks.
real. It's not real.
You just
the
said
wiki
real
app.
so many times, I don't even know, like, where you fell on at the end of that sentence.
I think he fell off.
Are you being for real right now?
For real?
For real? Are you for real? But yeah, I think Thief 1, because, like, you are a thief who, one of his main character traits is that he considers himself unfeeling, because that makes him better at his job if he doesn't feel things.
Yeah,
And then, of course, he has to save the world.
just like my favorite character from any TV show, Master Chief from the Halo TV show.
Oh my god. Have you watched more of it? We're not getting into a discussion about it. It's too long.
No, I
too
haven't
long.
watched more
We
of
had a
it.
Too
full,
much.
like, hour plus long.
Conversation
Yeah,
about that.
thief guy keeps stealing people's hearts because he's
Yeah.
so hot.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
hot.
The
Are we talking?
Switch.
Wait, are we talking reboot Thief guy or
No.
like?
Like the
Okay.
1998 Looking
Yes,
Glass
old
game.
Thief guy. Yeah, that guy steals my heart.
Right, we're talking
new guy
about
does
Thief,
not.
not the fourth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not the fourth.
Jesus.
Yeah, not that guy. The other guy.
Is there a game title with a 5 used in the middle of it?
Gears?
We
Gears
gotta
is
continue
not a,
the
that's just
tradition.
called Gears 5. It's not Gear 5.
Gear 5. We gotta continue the tradition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Continue it.
I'm wondering what game. I mean, SSX 5 could have been S5X.
That
yeah,
would've
but
been
it's
bad.
just Blur. SSX Blur.
Yeah.
You know.
That's not the same. I don't know. I mean, the letter S is very common, right? You could stick
Right.
stick 5 in basically any game title that has. I mean, why couldn't it have been Elder 5 Rolls?
I think
Skyrim.
I think the thing is that once you get to 5 releases in a series, you're
I
probably
would rather do a
less,
subtitle.
yeah, you're probably less willing to either do a subtitle like Tony Hawk's Underground, or just you don't want to do that ballsy of a move.
Yeah, especially
put
since when they
leet
do
speak.
go back and do Tony Hawk 5, everyone hates it.
Yeah.
I could
What
make
if it was Tony Hawk 5 Pro 5 Cater?
5K.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just replace all the S's in the
Yeah.
title. With, yeah.
It's the 555th Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes that happens.
I guess if you've made that many, then you've earned it.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. So get on it. You've only got like 540 more to make.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Eh.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're making hundreds of these games in this series, at that point, either the games are so good everyone's still buying them, or everyone hates that you're making this many. And either way, I don't think the title matters anymore.
The only series I can think of that even gets close, and it's not even really a series. It's like every game is different, but there was that like Japanese publisher who, you know, back in like the PS1 era or whatever, just like put out games and had it be so-and-so 91, you know, so-and-so
What's the
91.
simple series?
I can't remember any fucking details, but
I saw you get hit by a train and then fall into a lake just now.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was pretty
that
crazy.
happens.
Got murdered.
I'm glad you got better though.
Yeah. Oh god, oh
Okay.
god!
Okay.
Oh, don't. Oh, okay.
Holy
Oh
shit.
man. Oh god. Oh man.
We can only stand for so much destruction.
Yeah, this ain't some kind of world destruction tour.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So, okay, here's my... Okay. If you had the 6th game in a series, what letter would we be replacing? Would it be a G's? Would we do that with, like, a capital G?
Will it be for bees?
Could be B's?
Yes.
Lowercase B's?
If Gears of War... Did Gears of War make a 6th game?
I don't
Did
think
they
so.
stop at 5?
They did make a 6th game, and it was Gears 5. Because they made Gears of War something, Judgment or whatever.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
they
between
missed
3 and
their
4.
opportunity by not calling it 6 Years of War.
6 years. Yeah.
6 years.
Oh, man, I wish.
Yeah, same.
Maybe next year.
All right.
Maybe next year, yeah.
Maybe next year we'll get 6 years.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.